Hi everybody. Now, are you struggling to fit in regular exercise each week? I've got a couple of tips for you that might help. Option one is to start with something that's a little bit more manageable and that you know you're going to be able to fit in. Now, for some people, that might be something like my ab challenge, which is just 4 minutes a day. For others, you might be able to extend that out and work on 10-minute workouts. And for some clients, what I've done online is program them just 15 to 20-minute workouts, but just do more of them through the week. Try and secure your habit on a daily or every other day basis with these short little bits of sort of snacking on exercise, keeping it manageable, keeping it short. That would be option one. Option two is to consider what's been stopping you doing your exercise. Now, have a look at this. If you've got a short-term barrier, something like a work deadline, a lockdown, which can make exercise easier, or it can make sometimes it a little bit harder. Think about how long that's going to last for. If it's a short-term thing and the deadline or the date or the barrier is going to finish in the next 2 or 3 weeks, then hang in there. Just do what you can when you can with those little bits of shorter exercise sessions. And then when you reach that date, just jump back in. Don't stress about what you have and haven't done, and just jump back in as soon as you can. Now though, if you think about what's happened over the last 3 to 4 weeks, and when you consider your barriers, you can see that it's been going on for 3 or 4 weeks. And when you look ahead, you can't see anything being specifically different in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Then you're going to have some tough decisions to make. Have a think about your commitments and your priorities, and it may mean that you need to rejig a few things there. It may mean that you need to actively cancel something in order to actively create space for your exercise sessions. Because if you look at what's happened and what's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 weeks, if it's not happened then and you can't see anything changing, you need to make some changes yourself, either in your mindset or your timetabling. Because it can be really hard to fit in extra stuff into an already busy life. So sometimes it may mean just changing things a little bit so that you have popped them into the timetable in exchange for something else. Now, only you can decide what your priorities need to be at each time. Sometimes that's going to have to be work, sometimes that's going to have to be family, and then in which case the exercise stuff might take a little bit of a back seat. But sometimes, and hopefully more often than not, that can be you. I hope those tips help. Have a great weekend.